Next on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Live starts now.
My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent. So let's have a trial and keep the faith.
And what we're doing with our partners at the Department of Justice is investigating absolutely everyone that was involved in any sort of politicization.
Former FBI Director James Comey pleading not guilty to federal charges today. He was in court in Alexandria, Virginia, to face charges of making false statements to Congress and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. Back in September, President Trump on social media called on the Justice Department to go after several of his political foes, including Comey. Critics say the charges are Trump's revenge for Comey's investigation into his 2016 campaign. Many legal analysts say the case is so weak it never should have been filed in the first place. A trial is set for January 5th, and attorneys on both sides said they expected it to last 2 to 3 days. Comey could face a maximum of 5 years in prison if convicted. And with that, welcome into Fox 10 Live on your Wednesday. I'm Ashlyn Mitchell. Shelby Myers has the afternoon off. Let's get straight to it. Our headlines are full today. The European Union is doubling its tariffs on steel. The EU announcing a proposal to match President Trump's steel tariffs and double its levies on imports to 50%. The Commission says it will also cut the amount of steel that can be imported into the bloc by half. But UK manufacturers warn the move could disrupt the flow of trade. The proposal is seen as a stepping stone to get President Trump back to the negotiating table and make a deal to bring levies back down. Last month, the Treasury Department reported more than $31 billion in tariff revenue alone. And this week, the White House announced some of the money will help support a federally funded food program for low-income families, which is at risk of disruption during the government shutdown. However, Democrats say tariffs are doing more harm than good. Next month, the Supreme Court will take up the Trump administration's appeal over tariffs that were blocked by lower courts. And listen to this. Authorities have arrested a man accused of starting the wildfire that ravaged parts of Los Angeles earlier this year. The Palisades fire began on January 7th, causing lots of damage to the Pacific Palisades. It has since been deemed the 9th deadliest wildfire in California history, destroying thousands of homes and businesses and scorching nearly 24,000 acres. The acting U.S. attorney says 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht is suspected of maliciously starting a fire that would later become the Palisades fire. Well, now we're turning to a look ahead to the latest stories in the area. Here's Fox 10's Steve Alexander with more.
This is Steve Alexander on the assignment desk. Some of the stories that we're following today. Daphne police say they arrested a man they say for stealing a vehicle from a local dealership, and they say that arrest follows several similar incidents involving him and various vehicles from the same dealership. We'll have that story. Also, state troopers have confirmed that a traffic accident yesterday morning killed a 17-year-old on State Highway 17 south of Chatham. There have been a number of social media posts from area schools on this. Well, this is a Baldwin County tradition, and it continues today. Students, parents, and staff spending the morning walking and rolling to school. Stephen Moody will have that. And in this week's Fugitive File, Mobile police asking for your help in finding a man who they say stabbed another man multiple times last month in an argument over a PlayStation.
And now time for a look at your forecast here on the Fox 10 weather app. This is what it looks like with the radar. We have a band of very scattered showers going on right now, pretty much on the Highway 84 corridor. So zooming on in, this is far northern Washington County, where we can see this right near Silver Cross and Frankville. You can see right along County Road 31 there in Washington County. This is in far northern Washington County. One of those showers. Also near Coffeyville, we do have some rain that is falling. If you go along 84 and Highway 104 there all the way to Fulton and south of Thomasville, you do have some showers going on there. And northwest Monroeville, you have some rain going on as well. So this is our area of rain showers. Putting on the satellite picture, again, it is not super cloudy, out there, but there are some areas with a little more cloud cover. If you're down in Mobile, it is a partly to mostly sunny picture there. A lot of stuff that you can find on the Fox 10 Weather app, video updates, and much more. We encourage you to send your photos in on the app as well. This is what it looks like outside right now in terms of mugginess. It's very muggy outside right now if you've stepped outside recently. This evening will keep the muggy feel. Temperatures rolling down through the 80s and into the 70s. Your overnight planner does stay mild and warm. You do still have that very bright moon out there. 75 degrees, dropping to 71 here by 3 a.m. Overnight tonight, you have some middle 60s in our inland spots. 69 degrees in Mobile, 72 Pensacola, 70 in Gulf Shores. But some good news in the long-range forecast if you like the cooler air. 60 to 58 degrees by Sunday morning. That is the cooler air moving in behind a front, and it is a cold front now. It's going to be gradual, slow getting in here, but it is going to be a front, so some good news there. By the way, I have a quick mention before we go to your story. I want to thank the folks at Robertsdale Elementary for having me out. That was yesterday morning. Went out, it was a big group of sixth graders, and we talked for, I think, like an hour and a half or 2 hours. We just talked, and it was great. We had a great visit there. I want to thank them for having me out. And remember, school visits, we can do them, so reach out to us.
Some future meteorologists there, I'm sure, as well.
A lot of great questions.
All right, Nicole, we loved seeing your picture there. It's time to take a look at pictures and videos submitted by viewers like you in our area. We're starting off strong with this one today, a sunset in McVeigh, Alabama.
You know, it almost looks a little foggy in that picture. There's like a little haziness or something there.
It's
we've had some nice sunsets, especially last night. You dealt with a little bit of a breakup in the clouds, so it was a pretty picture there. And we love these sent in on the app, so thank you for sending those in. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This is Eric Oliver, sunset on the Alabama River in Camden. Wow.
What a stunning day to be on the water as well. He's getting a great view right there.
Go up a little bit north and you had partly cloudy skies there the past couple of days. So really, really nice weather to be out on the river. That is nice to see.
Yes, thank you, Eric. And then turning things over to David, this is the harvest moon over Lake Shelby.
David Krigler, of course, is one of our regulars. I actually have not seen this batch of photos.
Wow.
Did I share? I think I shared some of his batch on social media. If you don't follow him, he posts all the time, and he's always down there. And those are some really nice ones.
Can you remind us why it was called the harvest moon this week?
Yeah. So this is, of course. Well, first of all, let me say that was a supermoon. Last night it was still bright.
Okay.
So supermoon meaning this is a part of the moon's orbit where it is closer to Earth. So it is actually appearing bigger in the sky. One of 3 supermoons. So the harvest moon is the October full moon. That's why it's called that. But this one was a supermoon. The next full moon in November will also be a supermoon. And the December full moon will be a supermoon.
So we have some great pictures to look forward to from David and hopefully others.
Yes, and it'll be nice and bright when those full moons do come. So we're looking forward to it.
Here's something a little bit different.
Yeah, Ron Taylor sending this in. Rainbow in Foley. Did I share this one on social media? I can't remember. There were a couple rainbow photos that we got in the other day. This is when we had some rain showers out there. And it was enough to, there was actually a couple of photos with double rainbows in them.
Oh, that's great.
This was kind of around sunset time. We had some scattered showers.
I love getting to see the full rainbow too. That's a beautiful picture, Ron. Thank you for submitting that. And then this one is from James in Saraland, Alabama. What are we looking at?
Another rainbow picture.
Oh, I can see it. It's a little faint, but it's there.
Yes, I think. Hold on.
I think you're right. Nick's getting a little closer to the camera so we can figure out what it is.
You can see it there. A little bit of a fainter one, but you can see the big clouds. But that's the Freddy's at Saraland.
I was about to say, I recognize the Freddy's.
Yes.
Love some food, but
you've been up there a couple times. A couple thunderstorms developed there, a couple showers leading to those rainbows. We love the rainbow photos. We've had a good batch of photos recently sent in because I think we've had some nice days with some photogenic weather. Keep sending them in on the Fox 10 Weather app, news app, also on the website.
Thanks for your help. Much more Fox 10 Live is on the way after this break. We'll see you then.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back in. We have some fun stories for you now. One family in South Carolina is going all out for Halloween.
But instead of the usual creepy goblins and ghouls,
Their Halloween display is a frightening, fiery scene that may have non-residents calling 911 for help.
goodness, look at this. The homeowner said every night at 8 p.m. the house, their home in Fountain Inn, is lit up to have every window resembled a massive house fire. My goodness.
On October 18th, the homeowner said they plan to add a pumpkin patch to the front yard for the community, and get this, it will all be free.
That's spooky. Last year they were able to give out about 1,500.
Wow.
1,500 pumpkins? Question mark?
It looks like 15,000 in our prompter. That would be a lot of pumpkins.
I think it's 1,500.
Is wild.
That is unsettling.
You know what? I'm wondering how many 911 calls they've had
I mean,
from non-residents like you said.
yeah, I guess people would get used to it, and if it's
It looks so real though. That's where it's like.
yeah, some of the shots that are in there looked really crazy with the smoke. So crazy decorations there.
Wow, they went all out. The commitment
Yes.
was real.
All right, so police in New Hampshire were chasing an unusual suspect.
Yeah, instead of a human, they were after a moose.
Yes, officials say they got a call reporting the massive animal wandering in the downtown area of Keene.
And that video on your screen shows police following the moose, ringing their sirens and lights to chase it away from that residential area.
Local authorities aided officers in keeping the animal safe.
But authorities say if you ever cross paths with a moose, give it space and don't interact. Always a great reminder, though we don't really come across moose down
Yeah, the
here.
moose is a big animal. It is
They're
a
huge.
very, wait for it to pass by there.
Oh,
yeah, that is how, look at how
go
big it is.
fast.
It is the size of a
Yeah.
truck.
The first time I saw a moose in the wild was in Yellowstone National Park, and I just remember being astounded by just how big they are. Because in the movies and videos, they look fairly large, but up close, I was like, yeah, we'll give it some space, like they said, for sure. Well, listen to this. Cristiano Ronaldo won't be clipping coupons anytime soon.
So the Portuguese soccer superstar is now soccer's first billionaire, according to Bloomberg.
Yeah, this boost in his bank account came earlier this year when he signed a new contract with Al Nassr.
Yeah, Ronaldo went to the Saudi Pro League about 2 years ago and became soccer's highest paid player, bringing in about $200 million per year, according to Saudi state media.
In addition to his paycheck for playing, the 40-year-old Ronaldo has a few side hustles, including sponsorships with Nike, Castrol, and Armani.
Yeah, other sports-based billionaires include Michael Jordan and Roger Federer. Cristiano Ronaldo, I remember this is a while ago. God,
Yeah.
this was a long time ago now. When he was moving around teams, there was some talk of would he come to the United States. But the Saudi League was paying so much
Really?
more. I mean, they were pulling out so much to get them in. And quite frankly, the Saudi League has become a little bit more with stars because of how much they are paying to get the stars in and build their league.
Yeah, you watch a lot of soccer as well, so this
Yes.
is where this is coming from.
Yes.
You know this, the backstory.
And the Saudi League really has gotten a lot bigger from being a completely regional thing to now being something that people actually will watch because of these stars.
Very interesting. He's a great soccer player. Also, my favorite soccer player of all time, though, Lionel Messi.
Yes.
I have to say.
All right, a school preparing some actors for the spooky season.
Ooh, Erebus Haunted Attraction in Pontiac, Michigan recruits new actors each year who are looking to provide the highest level of horror at the haunted house.
New employees train at the Scare School in hopes of terrifying customers so much that they need to head early for the exits.
The owners say the school teaches actors how to be as scary as possible while also doing it safely.
Erebus Haunted Attraction is open until November 2nd. Some of the masks in that video are really scary.
Do you think you would graduate Scare School? Are you scary enough?
I think I can get into a character.
Oh, okay. Let's see your best impression
No.
right now.
Next.
I'm going to get you to do an impression on air one day. I definitely would not graduate. I would get an F for sure. I would fail. Not a scary bone in my body. Okay, well, we'll circle back to that. A group of children from Chicago who took part in a mock conclave that went viral online showed up at the Pope's weekly audience dressed in their red cardinal outfits.
I meant to look this up.
I forgot to.
All right, at the end of the audience on Wednesday, Pope Leo rushed over to greet them and take a photo with them.
How sweet. The children are all a part of a pilgrimage group of about 80 people from Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church and Academy in Chicago.
Pope Leo, formerly Robert Prevost, was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I need to look this up. I remember. Anyways, let's go ahead and get a look at the forecast here because I do have a couple things I want to talk about real quick. We have some showers that are rolling through our inland spots right now. Take a look at it on Storm Tracker radar. They are moving from north to south. This is what we can see here right near Grove Hill. Some light rain that is going on. Also south of Jackson, Alma, and then also Bigby dealing with a little bit of rain at this time. Zooming on into the rain that just fell in Jackson. It just passed through moments ago. It was super light, but it was still there. Futurecast does show the chance of some showers through the afternoon and evening time. Here's what it looks like at 7 o'clock. Some showers maybe closer to the coast there. Overnight tonight, we'll have a few clouds, some showers, some breaks in the clouds, so some clear sky. But overall, a decent picture, quiet picture for us. Then on Thursday, we do have that chance of a couple of showers popping up. Look at the temperatures right now. You can kind of tell that in this zone right here, it is warm, and it's actually muggy too. The dew points are really high in this region. Temperatures in the 80s. Feels like temperatures are up too. North of this is where the cooler, drier air is coming in. Forecast highs tomorrow. You can see where that cooler, drier air is. Meanwhile, it is still warm near the coast. It is going to be making its way down. It takes its time though. Let's look at this in detail here. First, we'll talk about forecast highs tomorrow. Still very hot in the upper 80s, 87 degrees in Mobile, 86 Gulf Shores. But technically, this is the day that the front rolls across the area. It's just with this front, it is a weaker one. So the dry air is going to take some time to filter in behind. By Friday afternoon, you will notice that it is much drier and feeling a little bit cooler with a high of only 82 degrees on Saturday as well. Look at the low temperatures getting all the way into the 50s. So Friday morning 64, 60 on Saturday, 58 on Sunday morning, with some folks dealing with temperatures in the low 50s in our inland spots. So that could feel really comfortable. It does look like temperatures moderate by the time we get towards next week.
All right. It's time for our big burning question of the day. How do you celebrate Halloween? We asked folks this on social media today.
Yeah, a lot of people take a different approach to Halloween, different things. Some people stay in, some people do trick-or-treating, some people give out the candy for trick-or-treating. So let's see what we have.
Find out.
We'll start with Lily Kelly. My family and I celebrate Halloween by dressing up and visiting different churches that host trunk-or-treats. It's a fun and safe way to enjoy the holiday together.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that, actually.
Yes. I'm thinking back to the last time I did like a trick-or-treat, trunk-or-treat thing.
Yeah.
I have no like younger siblings, so it is just me.
Okay. I was going to say, I have 4 siblings, so we grew up doing these for sure. But it was fun because you would get to see your friends. It was in a safe spot, and you could really get creative with the theme based on what the trunk or treat would be that year. So lots of people do that. And then this answer is from Melinda White Jackson, and she said taking a cruise on the Spirit out of Mobile.
That sounds like a fun holiday thing. You know what? Make a holiday out of it. I like that.
You have the best Halloween tradition so far. I'm jealous.
I love that.
That's
that would be a nice thing to do. And it's a beautiful time of year to cruise out.
Great time to cruise. I love that. Have a great Halloween. And then Timmy Roberts says, I sit around with the lights off so kids don't take all of my treats.
You can always tell the houses that are like, oh, thank you.
The Grinch of Halloween. No, there are a lot of people that do that. I get it. You know, sometimes you don't want the hustle and bustle and you want a cozy night in. So I'm sure there are a lot of people like Timmy.
Yeah, okay, moving on is it next, Shay Burton. Go out to the Fall Festival at our church. A lot of churches do these kind of Fall Festival things. There's a lot of stuff to do. You have corn mazes, haunted houses, stuff like that. Always fun.
Love a good Fall Festival over like the spooky stuff. That's kind of more more my thing. And then this one is from Melanie Ashworth. It will be my son's 30th birthday. We want to say a happy birthday, Kevin. Also, we enjoy going to fall festivals again during the month of October. Also, we will probably take our young cousins trick-or-treating, making it a fun family affair. I'm gonna have to ask, what do you do for Halloween, if anything?
I really don't do much now.
Okay.
But I love me some like little ghost hunting YouTube videos. It is like my.
Did not know this.
I just have to watch a few during October.
Really?
It settles the spooky, and it's all theatrical and fun.
It could be a treat. You need to share some of those with me. I loved Halloween growing up. I love dressing up. I love the costumes. But lately, my husband and I will dress our dog up, and we'll put him on the porch, and we'll hand out candy that way.
Yes.
Last year, our golden doodle was Snoop Dogg. And he had a foot Snoop Dogg. Get it? Like, he had a phenomenal costume. So I don't know who he's going to be this year, but we have, let's see, 23 days until Halloween.
Yeah, that was one thing in the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was never, the houses are like, it's more rural.
Right.
So we
That can make
didn't
it hard.
give out candy for trick-or-treating. I would love to do that, though. That would be so fun.
It's so fun. It's my favorite time of year,
Yes.
for sure. Well, it's 3:23 now. We'll be right back with more Fox 10 Live, taking a live look in downtown Mobile. It's pretty nice out there. We'll see you in just a moment.
I have a story to tell.
I do. So Nick was talking a little bit about ghost hunters a second ago because we were talking about Halloween. I worked at a cave growing up in high school, and there was a little girl that passed away in my hometown, and her dad was a doctor, put her body in this cave, filled this cylinder with an alcohol solution, suspended her from the walls of the cave, and tourists would come in and out and say that they saw her. And it was terrifying.
She has her own ghost stories.
Yeah, that was a real, true
we might
story.
expand on this on another day. Anyways, we were just
Random
talking
story
about
for you.
ghost hunting. Anyways, we have more Fox 10 Live tomorrow. We'll see you then.
We'll see you on Fox 10 News at 4 in 30 minutes.